Good morning, everyone. Thank you for your time. I'm here to walk you through the AutoRAG, what we are building, why it matters, and what we need from this room to shape it. Three things to keep in mind for the next 20 minutes. Closed loop, self-improving, no manual tuning. Those three words are the entire product. So I'm gonna walk you through the problem statement. Let me start with what's actually broken. Today, every enterprise can build a RAG system in a weekend. LangChain, Pinecode, OpenAI, done. That's not the problem anymore. The problem is what happens on day 8. An engineer changes the chunking strategy. Did actually go up or down? Nobody knows. Someone tunes a prompt. Did hallucinate get worse? Nobody checks. A new document gets added. Did recall drop? You'll find out when a customer complains. 5 layers: chunking, embedding, retrieval, prompt generation, and zero feedback loop between them. The number on the right are not hypothetical. 2 to 3 days per iteration, 40 to 60 lakh a year engineering cost per pipeline. And when something breaks, most teams have zero rollback capability. They redeploy from memory. Nobody has fixed the quality layer based because nobody has built it as product. So what's we are fixing is I'm gonna walk you through the solution. AutoRAG is the first closed loop RAG quality system. Four pillar. I'll keep this short because we'll go deep on each one. Once a unique pose, once a unique one. So one. So this is the first one. A unified source, a single number between 0 and 1 that tells you if your RAG system is good. Objective, reproducible, comparable across teams. The formula on the card is the actual production formula: retrieval quality, faithfulness minus latency and cost penalty. Second, which is 7 autonomous agent. They ingest, build, evaluate, observe, diagnose, improve, and deploy. Every stage is automated, every decision is logged. Third, which is zero label data. This is critical. Most evaluation tool need human automated Q&A pairs. We generate synthetic Q&A from the corpus itself. 50 question, 5 minutes, under 50 cents. Fourth, enterprise safe, 3 approval modes, 30-day rollback window, immutable audit log. This is what makes it shippable to a bank or a hospital. Let me show you how a corpus actually moves through the system. So here I'm gonna walk you through how it works. 9 steps from upload to live, scored, monitored pipeline. So so this is the document come in, get cleaned and chunk embedded into quadrant, evaluated against 50 auto-generated questions and observed for trends. Bottom row, if someone looks wrong, the diagnoser identifies and one of 5 failures. Type approval gate. Improver tries 3 to 5 variants. Best one is blue green deployed. Then it serves queries P95 under 3 seconds. The killer onboarding piece is at the bottom. The pipeline configured 5 plain English question, 60 second. You have a domain tune YAML config, no expert required. This is how we get a healthcare team or a legal team into AutoRAG without us flying out. Now, is the market actually there? So I'm gonna walk you through the market opportunity. Short answer is yes, and we are entering at the right moment. The total addressable market for RAG infrastructure and LLM evaluation is $12 billion by 2030, growing at 47% compound manually. 12 to 15% of that, about 1.8 billion, is the serviceable market. Enterprise team already running RAG would buy a quality layer tomorrow. So, and the growth isn't just in our segment. So I'm gonna walk you through market growth trends. Quick chart. Every adjustment market is compounding about 30%. Our segment RAG infra and eval grows 10 times by 2030, 47%. CAGR, AI quality and observability 8 times, 42%. Low code AI automation already a $28 billion market, grows another 6.7 times. AutoRAG sits at the intersection of all three. Quality is the bottleneck for every enterprise AI deployment, and we play exactly where the growth is the highest. So, who else is here? So, six completers, nine required capabilities. Only AutoRAG delivers all nine. Let me walk you through the matrix because it's the most important slide for understanding defensibility. Marker Inc.'s AutoRAG is the closest open source project. It builds, evaluates, and generates synthetic data, but it stops there. No observation, no diagnosis, no closed loop. Cloudflare AutoRAG, different product. Despite the name, it's managed retrieval, no evaluation at all. Daggers and TrueLens are evaluation tools. They give you a score and stop. Eval is one of the feature for them, not a product. Look at the bottom row. AutoRAG is the only one platform that does all seven stages end to end with closed loop in production. Every computer would have to rebuild their architecture from scratch to match us. That's 2 year head start minimum. Let me sharpen this. Eight differentiators or eight differentiators no one can copy quickly. So competitive age, eight differentiators. I'll call out three that matters the most. The five failure taxonomy, closed loop time, the 60-second configuration. Look at the bottom strip. We don't compete with LangChain or RAGS. We are the quality layer. LangChain doesn't ship. Evaluate is one of the seven steps, not the product. And against in-house builds, buy bits built for any team over two engineers. Let me actually show you the product. So 20 production screens across 5 workflow. Onboarding gets a team from zero to a configured pipeline in 4 screens. Pipeline building 4 more evaluations, 5 screens including the scorecard and failure heat map, which is the screen customer will spend most of the time on. Approval and deployment 4 screens including one-click rollback and admission, setting audit log, cost dashboard. The three hero screens are at the bottom: scorecard, failure heat map, and the approval queue with different view. Every demo we do will lead with those three. Underneath it, here is how the system is built. Architecture, which is 5 horizontal layers. I'll brief because this is the engineering view. Next.js dashboard on the top, fast API, backend, Fortress REST endpoints, Celery and Redis for the async work, so agents can run for hours without blocking the UI. The seven agents themselves, and underneath Postgres for metadata, Quadrant for vector, Mini IO for raw document, ML Flow for the experiment versioning. The right panel is the critical for procurement conversation. We are pluggable. Customers can swap Claude for OpenAI, swap OpenAI embeddings for local Hugging Face, Mini LM, swap pattern for my vector DB, for any vector DB. We don't lock you into one vendor. Bottom row, which is the number that matters: 14 endpoints, 7 agents, 20 screens, 99% SLA, under $50 pipeline per month. Let me go deeper on the agent. This is the soul of the product. So the seven agents, as you can see: ingestion, builder, evaluator, observer, diagnoser, improver, deployer. So five failure type: diagnoser, taxonomy. So retrieval miss, context overflow, hallucination, answer incompleteness, latency spike. So no competitor has this taxonomy, and it's the single most cited reason in a customer interview. The three slides on feature quick walkthrough. So platform and admin features. So as you can see, governance and safety, immutable audit log, rollback engine, and compliance deadlines. And I'm gonna walk you through the client dashboard, the team leads command center, pipeline configuration, unified scoring, experiment tracker. On the right, that's an actual scorecard mock, one big number, five sub scores, retrievals, quality, and that's the screen lead check before their morning stand up. End user experience. Slide 3 or more, the end user. So you can see the four persona on the right cover are actual biomix, Neha and ML engineer who today spends 3 days on what takes a session with AutoRAG, Priya, a healthcare lead who needs the mandatory gate, Rohan, a data scientist comparing 20 configs, and Siddharth, the sole founder who never wants to see a config file. Okay, how do we make money? So you're gonna see four-tier model designed for community, full enterprise capture. Open source is free under MIT license. This is not for premium trick. The full feature set is open. It's a top of funnel. Pro self-hosted, enterprise cloud B3. So what scales to? Uh, 1.5 crore ARR is year 1, 4.5 crore is year 2, 14 crore by year 3, which is 10 times revenue growth in 3 years. The growth isn't spectacular every year, number map to expected GTM motion that's already designed. ROI for customers. This is the slide that comes tails. So spend a minute of it on it. You can spend a minute on it. So without AutoRAG, a mid-sized enterprise running a single RAG pipeline burns about 54 lakhs a year, 40 on ML engineer tuning time, 8 on labeling, 6 on instant response. With AutoRAG, entire license 15 lakhs, total cost drops 22 lakhs, 6 on engineering, 0 on labeling because we don't need it, 1 on industries because the system catches the issues before user do. And briefly on infrastructure and scalability. So here you can see production grade from day one. Development is Docker Compose, single command, staging in a single Kubernetes node, and production is a 3 node kits. And here you can see CI/CD. Bottom row, the operation SLA 99.5% uptime for self-hosted, 99.9 for managed cloud, under $50 per pipeline per month in compute, 70% plus gross margins. So the cloud tire in the face, the infra is real, not aspiration. Now the roadmap and how we sell. So here you can see the roadmap, GTM and roadmap. Three phases, three GTM. Phase one MVP, phase two scale, phase three EMT cloud. So GTM in three motion overlapping months 1 to 6 founder-led pilots. I personally called 30 enterprise CTO, targeting 10 paying customers and 3 written case studies. Month 4 to 12 open source community, public release, conference talks, add new IPS of Discord, target 1,000 stars and 200 versus to paid list. Month 9 to 18 channels and marketplace, AWS and GCP listing, SI partnership with the usual suspect. Goal 50% of revenue throughout the partner by end of the year. So which brings me to the ask. As you can see, team, timeline, budget, outcome. So here we go. Sign off for the 40-day MVP scope, sign off for the 3-phase plan to December 26. Approve the pricing tier, approve the founder-led GTM, approve the sign-up rule. So yeah, that's it from my side. Hope you like the video. Thank you.